Season 2, there's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Cut. There you go.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies run.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Ready, blue 80, 58, come on.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Ready, flag, what is that? Mike, 58, right there. Easy. 58, boy, 58. Follow. Flip. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Winston. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Bears take over.
Hurry up. Come on, Mike 5-4. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Geis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready? Black from behind. Right 58, right there. Check.
On first down, this is Geis. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
On the ground, it's Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Push him back. Push him back.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's get it.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. Where
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that will will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mariota now. Got a man open. It's Ross. Room here to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Chicago. John Ross, 82 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Pardon me, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Geis. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run with Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Ready. Blue ready. Right there. 54 miles. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Easy. Mike's by 4. No, check. Green, triple team.
$10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Bears 7.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Flip. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Easy. Watch his slant. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. In your face.
Working out of the gun. Winston being chased out left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Matches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Winston. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. Black 22. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right, T. Let's try. All right, T. No. Easy.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Check 52.
On the ground, Geis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Trey Madden, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. So let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
First down, a run with Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a run with Geis, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Mike, easy. Mike, 5-4. You won't see me in your nightmare, son. Follow. Mike's 54.
Jameis to throw it. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? Black, what is that? 54, Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Easy. Get that quarterback. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Winston.
He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'll get him. Easy, easy, easy.
Now Winston. That's into the hands of Edwards. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Ready. Black 25. 54 Mike. Check that. Easy, 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 easy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing is Mariota. Flush to his right. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Well, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mariota eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Cohen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 57, let's go. Check 55 to Mike. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Mike, 55. Check 55. 3. Let's go. Pick it up, D.
Mariota again. He'll find Metcalf. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Second and goal from the 1.
Check. Showing it.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here.
Watch the slant. Check.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Come on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second and 11 now. Mariota, he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw is Mariota. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Brown. Powers through him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You better bring. You better. Three. Let me know. One. Alert three.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mariota. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Touchdown, Chicago! DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys can now... take the lead with the extra point. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd.
Next to score, Bears 28, Ravens 27.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, Edwards. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Winston. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And now a carry here for their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
9 yards on the play and a first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll try and run with their fullback. He will push his way down to about the 14. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Not that time for Watkins. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And some room to maneuver. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Not today, you want. Not today.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the 1st down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept them short of the marker. Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Easy. Green, triple C. Let's go, D. 53. Let's go. 53.
To throw, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Ravens on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Winston now. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Mariota. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Mariota now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dez Bryant with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
Another phenomenal play by Dez Bryant. I would dare say that we expect him to catch the ball, even one-handed, way more than we expect him to not catch it. He works at it. He has the body type for it, those long arms, and he's so strong, and his grip is terrific. And you shake his hand, you'll find that out. One of the reasons they're able to go up and get it, they work at it incessantly. And Dez Bryant, he's one of the best in the game at doing it.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This is Edwards. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Mariota here to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Mariota to throw. Got a man open, it's Ross. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Brown. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Here's Mariota. His throw incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Now Mariota. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
54.
Throwing here, Mariota. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's get off the field. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Switch up. Switch up. Mike, go.
Winston to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Bears, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.